Hey, my name is Lauren Bragg, and I currently live in Santa Barbara, California. And my husband and I are in escrow on a 25-acre property and beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in southern Mississippi. So, if you are considering maybe doing a homesteading thing, relocation, big life change, anything like that, just kind of stick around. This is I'm already emotional. Like, it's a pretty vulnerable thing. I'm recording this for myself right now, but I don't know, maybe it turns into a YouTube or something of the nature. But I'm terrified. I'm excited. My husband's family lives in Mississippi. He hasn't lived with them or near them for about 20 something years. I'm 40 years old and we still rent in Santa Barbara. We pay $3,300 a month here. And so we are in escrow. There's a couple things that need to play out for this to happen. There's a business opportunity that my husband is potentially buying into. My parents, I'm 3rd-generation Californian, they're 2nd-generation Californians. And I know there's like this mass exodus of people leaving California, which I'm totally sympathetic to. I get it. It's expensive. Government is shitty. All the things. So we are hoping that my parents will come. We are literally baiting the tank at this point. My mom sent me a text message this morning that said that she could be bought, which means she sent me a picture of this like beautiful home with a gorgeous, luxurious laundry room. And she's like, I can be bought. And my dad sent me a picture of this like beautiful 3-car garage that was air conditioned, and I was like, okay, you guys are a little on board than I thought you were. But here's the thing, like, I don't know how to milk a cow. I can ride a horse. I can saddle a horse. I know about tackle. I don't know how to raise chickens or collect eggs. I don't know how to have goats, but I want to. Our property has peaches and grapes, and I'd like to make hard kombucha. I'd like to make my own wine. I'd like to make my own tallow skincare. I'd like to partner up with my niece, Lily, who has a really cool spin studio. I'm like an indoor cycling addict, and I also like lifting like really heavy weights. So let's go. So this is just like a really broad video dump. I hope I'm not rambling. I think we're moving to Mississippi from Santa Barbara, and I'm terrified and excited at the same time. So again, if you're watching this and you're like, I'm thinking about relocating or moving or having a reconnection to the land, I'm really into grounding. I'm into perineum sunning. I'm into making my own elixirs. I'm into making my own face products. None of these I don't think will make me any money that I can think of to start, but we're thinking about Christmas trees. There's 3 plotted areas on our land that could be utilized. So I'm like Christmas trees, lavender, microgreens is also a huge business right now if you can find buyers for microgreens. So here we are. It is November 21st and we close escrow on December 20th, and we would potentially be moving out on February 1st. And assuming my parents will come, I can't live without my mom. My mom and dad, my mom especially, is my best friend. My dad is my best friend. And I realized that, Jeremy has worked really hard as a lineman, doing really dangerous work for 25 years. And it's maybe his turn to have a chapter close to his family as they age. And yeah, I've been crying. So this is like fucking real talk. Like I am having a moment. I don't know. Also, if you guys use Apple Notes, like the Note app, I have a Note app that's like literally 7,000 scrolls long of what I'm worried about missing, what I'm excited about, business opportunities, things that I like to do, and how I can sort of incorporate that into life in rural Mississippi. And the hard thing today was that I told my best friend about this plan. Lynn, she's the only one that knows this aside from my parents. And so I'm wanting to keep this like fairly private until it's like a little bit more solid. But, you know, you don't often find friends sort of mid-life like this. Taking my shoes off. So she has been such a joy in my life. And to think about doing some years moderately apart from her is like really fucking sad. So anyways, yeah, we were both a ball of tears today. And I think it's important to realize that like when you take this step and you make these huge changes, you really find out who your closest friends are. She's like, I'll be on a plane no matter what. And I've just created like a really wonderful network of people in Santa Barbara. In California, I'm the president of the National Women's Association, the president of the National Women's Business Owners Association in Santa Barbara. I've just really created a network here, and I'm like, what does that look like in rural Mississippi? Can I create it again? Am I going to be the catalyst? Am I going to find my tribe? I don't know. So, however, the thought that I get to make sourdough and have chickens and eat my own cows and have milk and cheese and dairy products from my own animals, and to have a place where my beloved Penelope, my porty doodle, and hopefully many other dogs can run and play, and I can have a horse, and I can have the most gorgeous kitchen you've ever seen. I mean, it is splendid. The fact that I can have that stuff, I think will make up for it. Plus, we're only 40 miles to the beach. My husband's a big surfer. He's a daily surfer. We're selling our boat. The investment in this property is not very scary. Okay, there she is. Yeah, so I think we can live comfortably while Jeremy figures out the business aspects of this. But I'm like, holy shit, like we're getting into a mortgage for a farm. And we're not really sure where the money's coming from quite yet. My husband is the ultimate provider. He is the breadwinner. He is absolutely unstoppable, and I trust him unconditionally. So that's where we're at. God, this is almost 9 minutes long. Anyways, Lauren Bragg, again, checking in from Santa Barbara, California, and about 3 weeks away from escrow closing on this farm. And I will keep you guys updated. Hopefully a little bit less emotional the next time. I think it was just telling my best friend today that like this is actually a thing. It could happen. That was rough. But she's like, bitch, whatever. I'll be on a plane. It's no big deal. Can I have an acre? I'm like, yes, you can have an acre. 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 Anyways, okay, done. In short, if you're thinking about relocating or doing this, hang out with me because I am going to share all the highs and lows and this whole process. I don't know, I'm thinking a YouTube channel as we head to the deep south. So anyways, that's all for now.